A few days ago, I invited you to go on a journey, that together we would traverse the joys, the lows, the disappointments, the frustrations, the successes, the failures. We'd experience life together. So today, I want to tell you a story. This is a story about a young man, 23 years old. It is December 1996. He's in his fourth year university, but no closer to a degree, because he has spent the last 4 years jumping from one program to another, one university to another, one country to another. But he's settled down. He has declared a major that he's happy about. And to everyone around him, his friends, his family, his life looks perfect. But on the inside, this young man is struggling. He is struggling with who he is because he wants to fit in. He doesn't want to disappoint. He doesn't want to disappoint his family, his friends, his teachers, his classmates. But who he is and who they think he is are in deep conflict. And what a lot of them do not know is that he has been officially diagnosed with depression. He has been prescribed Prozac. He is in therapy. And he is going on 6+ months of insomnia. That he is still standing, still studying, is a miracle. But he knows that he is reaching a breaking point. And if he doesn't do something, his world is just going to completely fall apart. So here we are, December 1996, 2 days before Christmas, and he decides it's time. It's time to tackle the monster in the room. It's time to speak his truth. And so there, with his mother, he says 2 words that will change both of their lives. He says, "I'm gay." He hopes for love and acceptance. But what he gets is, "My son is dead." And as he's weighing that up, a new year is just around the corner. But he really doesn't get a lot of time to process everything that has happened. Because in those first few days of the new year, he's not feeling so great. He waits a few days, which turns into a week, before going to the doctor. His only complaint? Stomach discomfort, kind of like constipation. The doctor tells him, eat more fiber, try an over-the-counter laxative, come back if anything changes. And he comes back the following week because nothing has changed. And with his visits with his family doctor for his depression, they're kind of like best buds. And so when he goes back, the doctor decides to send him for blood tests. And those results come back negative. So off he goes. Only to come back a few days later, still complaining, still discomfort. Doctor doesn't know what to do. So, one more time, he gets sent off for more blood work. And then one day he's having lunch with a friend of his, and only a few bites into the meal, he doubles over. And his friend angrily tells him to go to the doctor, because it's enough, you need to go get checked out. And he hobbles to the university health clinic, and because he and his doctor, remember, are best buds, he knows that his doctor is not working that day. So he waits to see the doctor on call. And that doctor does the routine, no ears, eyes, nose, throat check, doesn't seem overly concerned. So the young man mentions that, hey, I just went for blood work a few days back. But this is in the time before digital records, as we know them today. And so the doctor, who thinks it's still a bit early for the results to be in, does go and check anyway. And when he returns to the room, papers in hand, his demeanor has gone from casual to serious. And he tells the young man, I'm going to do an odd test. So the young man is instructed to lie down on the exam table, and the doctor picks up his foot, wounds up, and slams his hand into the bottom of the young man's foot. He asks the young man what he felt, and the response is pain shot from the foot, through the hip, up the side, and out the shoulder. And the doctor says it's time to send you to the emergency room. And that's a long drawn-out process where by the end of it, because the doctors are confused by his one symptom, they decide to do exploratory surgery. And as soon as they open him up, it's clear that his appendix is on fire, it's about to rupture, and they remove it. And so the young man has been dealing with a lot. He came out, his parents have not reacted the best, he's in the hospital recovering from surgery, only to end up back in the hospital 5 days later because of fluid on the abdomen. And his mother is leaving him voicemails with God-fearing messages of how he is going to burn in hell. And he's still in school. He's still trying to study. He's still trying to live a life. But he is overwhelmed. In his backpack of life, he is weighted down with all of this drama that is drowning him. He's had his medication increased. He's still not sleeping. His therapy isn't helping. And he doesn't know what to do. And he believes, or he's coming to the conclusion, that the only way through is out. And as the God-fearing messages keep piling up on his voicemail and he can't erase them fast enough before his roommate gets home, he's kind of like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And so, on a cold February night, 1997, he leaves his bedroom with his bottle of Prozac, goes into the kitchen, pours himself a glass of water, and then dumps the pills into his other hand. And he stares at them for a moment. This is his way through. This is his way out. That young man was me. I am here today because, call it fate, call it divine intervention. But I'm here because at that time I was contemplating my way out. I heard the key jingle in the lock of my apartment. It was my roommate coming home. And to this day, they do not know that they saved my life. And so if you're watching this, know that life is not easy. And no one said it would be. But it is a journey. And I do believe, as I often heard growing up, that what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. We don't necessarily see it in the moment, but we come out of that. When we come out of that, we come out of that stronger and determined. And the reason I am sharing this with you today is because I was stubborn. I wanted to be manly. I had this, I will use the word toxic idea of what masculinity should be. And I wouldn't ask for help. So if you're struggling today, if there's something that is holding you down, and you are under its weight, and you don't know how to get it off your back, so to speak, I want you to do what I was too ashamed to do, what I was too afraid to do, what I was taught not to do. Ask for help. We get one crack at life. We don't know where it's going to take us. We don't know what we're going to face. But I do know we can overcome. And so can you.